Bodies were exhumed. Hi, Nancy with the Toll Podcast. Season 2 Poison Control is out now. I would love for you to jump on and join me on this crazy ride. It's about a woman who was investigated by the FBI for 4 years for poison. She wasn't charged, and I'm just asking, should authorities take another look? I've spent 5 years of my life researching this case. It's a 12-episode podcast, The Toll, Poison Control, wherever you get your podcasts. So I tracked down the funeral director in Kirksville, Travis Noe Funeral Home. His name is Brian Noe. And I called him and was going to drive up there and do an interview. And he said, well, my brother died and I'm getting ready for his funeral. But I'll talk to you. What do you want to know? I was like, oh, thank you so much. So yeah, I started asking him about the case.
Dennis Spriggs was from LaBelle, Missouri. And
LaBelle, Missouri, yes.
And the FBI exhumed his body years later.
Oh, he was a jogger.
And you oversaw that? Yes.
Yes, I remember.
And he says he remembers because usually in a small town like that, people die of old age or cancer, something that just happens to older people in a small town. And that wasn't the case for this, right? Dennis was young. He was jogging. And so Brian knew exactly who I was talking about. I asked him about there not being an autopsy.
Is that the only thing on it?
So that's on the top line, and then the second line says heat and stress from jogging.
Medullary failure.
Okay. Heart failure, basically what he's saying.
Would you ever write that?
Not for somebody probably 47, because I think he jogged all the time, if I remember right.
Yes, he did.
I mean, he was very active, very healthy. So it would have kind of red flagged, something at the time. But a smaller county doesn't have a budget to do autopsies financially.
He says even their body bags he has to pay for. That there's no fund for it. Now, I did track down the man who signed the death certificate. And he was like, are you calling Canton, Missouri? Like, he had no clue what I was talking about. I'm like, yeah, there was an FBI investigation. No. He was on vacation when Dennis died, if you'll remember. And the sheriff made the call. And Jeannie was saying, no autopsy. I don't want to cut him open if we don't have to. I asked Brian Noe about Dennis having some chest pain prior to this, even a couple of years prior. And if Jeannie was mentioning that to the sheriff on the scene, could that have made a difference?
Yeah, now that would make a difference too. If she had told me, and not knowing there was any issues, that maybe he'd been having some discomfort and some issues, that he was, had a slow bleed or something was going on. But I still probably would have done an autopsy at that age.
Because of him being 47.
Well, being 47 and he jogged all the time. It's not like these people that one day they decide they're going to get fit and they go out and they overdo and they drop dead. We know why, but somebody that's been active and going all the time normally doesn't have. Now, possible aneurysm. There's a lot of scenarios that could have happened, but without an autopsy, I would not know.
Interesting. Join me. The Toll, Poison Control is out now. Thank you for sharing The Toll. Thanks for listening to The Toll. We all have a story. Bye.